What began as a demonstration outside Parliament last week turned into a violent and brutal clash between police and protesters. Thousands had been protesting politicians receiving lucrative housing allowances of more than 4,000 Australian dollars a month, almost 10 times the minimum wage. But quickly, things changed. Police drove at the crowd in an armoured vehicle, running over and killing young rideshare driver Afan Kurniawan. Also at last week's protest was 16-year-old high school student Andika Lutfi Fala.
Ya, anak saya kan belum paham dengan masalah itu karena ngeliat rame-rame, jadinya ya dia ikut aja. Ya, akhirnya kan dari hari Kamis sampai malam Jumat kami tunggu sampai nggak bisa tidur semalaman.
Andika would never make it home, ending up in the ICU, his skull fractured and brain bleeding. He died several days later. His devastated family is trying to come to terms with his death and amid the turmoil don't want an investigation into what caused his fatal injuries.
Anak segalanya, tapi karena Allah sudah berkehendak, yang memiliki sudah berkehendak, karena mereka menuntut agar jangan menyenangkan pihak DPR aja, kan rakyat kan banyak yang susah. Jadi kan tuntutan mereka seperti itu. Mungkin tuntutan mereka itu kan untuk kita semua. Ya jadi ngapain saya harus benci sama yang mereka yang demo. Yang salah itu cuman anak di bawah umur.
Demonstrations have since spread across the country. Civil society groups and NGOs say at least 10 people have been killed and dozens are missing. Human rights groups say the deaths should lead to serious questions over the use of Indonesia's tactical paramilitary squad BRIMOB, a unit usually used for counterinsurgency and domestic terrorism.
No, they are not facing enemy. They are facing their people. They are facing a grievance.
Amnesty International is deeply concerned by Indonesia's President Prabowo Subianto accusing some of the protesters of treason and terrorism.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous for the head of states, the head of government, labeling peaceful protesters as anarchists, terrorists, and treasonous. I think these three labels will just make things worse and are just intended to justify police brutality, military violence across Indonesia.
Last weekend, protests gave way to unrest, with some looting the homes of MPs and firebombing police and government buildings. In a bid to appease protesters, President Subianto said certain allowances and entitlements for politicians will be revoked, and he ordered for transparency around the investigation into Afan Kurniawan's death.
It's been a difficult and emotional time for the delivery riders here in Jakarta, an enormous community. But here they are now, handing out flowers, shaking hands with members of defence, as well as also the tactical squad that killed their colleague. The scenes of looting and destruction have dismayed many across Indonesia. Many do want a revolution, but they want it to be peaceful.
Ekonomi saat ini benar-benar udah 2 tahun kebelakangan ini ya.
Rideshare and delivery motorcycle driver Rieska Amalia says many Indonesians are angry about the state of the economy. About 24 million Indonesians live in poverty and millions of young people are unemployed.
Kalau sekolah kan kayak sekarang kalau di Jakarta ya Pak. Jakarta itu kan swasta itu bayarannya mahal. Terus kontrakan ya kan, nggak semua kan yang pendatang sini kan punya rumah.
Maka dimohon saya kepada rakyat semuanya,
Scattered and small protests continue, despite the high visibility of police and fears of a crackdown. Student leaders have been meeting with members of Parliament. They, along with other groups, have issued a list of demands to be met by the end of the week, including economic and political reform and the release of arrested protesters.
Sampai kapan? Sampai kapan? Kalau tidak tercapai sampai kapan? Di demo begini?
Sampai menang, sampai terdengar dan sampai